Oh, what's going on, guys? It's Karl here, back with another episode. Happy weekend, and it feels weird to be doing an episode like this. We're doing a tech travel pack as we're in the studio, but that's because I have possibly picked up my new favorite pack. This thing is... And before we get into all of the pack accessories in today's episode, I am giving away one of the items that you're about to see. And as a little teaser, it will not be the cheapest, and it's super simple to enter. Just simply sub to the channel. Of course, leave a comment down below which of the items that you're about to check out is your fave. And in my next tech travel pack, which is coming in a couple weeks, I will announce the winner then. So best of luck. I geek out on these things a ton. This guy's from Peak Design, and they make some great accessories, and I just want to share this before I actually start traveling with it, as I've used it locally here in Toronto. And the interesting thing that you'll see, it kind of keeps its shape even though I'm pushing quite hard on it, and that's because it actually has compartments. And if we take a look at the inside, it's got a nice metal hinge mechanism. That's where compartment 1 is first, and if you want, you also have compartments on the back to put your MacBooks, to put your laptops, your folders, any other flat larger gear, which we'll get to, but the compartment syndrome has got me going. Inside, we have 3 compartments, and this is honestly perfect for anyone that's carrying around camera equipment, anything gear related that you need to access. You don't want it falling around, and you can actually get to them from both sides. I can see you guys through here. Expect to see this pack make an appearance a lot as the episodes go on, and I'll kind of report to you how it holds up over time. Another quick accessory that I want to share that I've actually added to my backpack, Peak Design also makes these. It's a little quick release plate. It comes in 2 parts, the piece that goes on the backpack, and of course the little quick release plate that goes onto the camera. Simply line that guy up, and now my camera is locked to my bag, and now I have use of my 2 hands, and when I need to, simply press the button, slide that out, and I can begin taking shots. So onto the cameras that, of course, most of you know what I'm using. I am rocking the Sony a7R III. I've got 2 of them here. One, of course, stays true in the studio. The other one I carry with me when I vlog, when I travel. It's got the baddest 85mm, which is my portrait shooter, and the one that I run and gun with is the 16-35, which I am recording with right now and doing a little zoom test so you can see that. A laptop that I've been bringing with me is actually the latest 2018 MacBook Pro, and I actually decided to rock the good old 13-inch. I know not a lot of people give these guys love. It's mostly all about the 15-inchers, the powerhouses, but I honestly think for traveling, this is the perfect form factor. The fact that this guy has a quad-core CPU finally means that it can churn out quality content. Maybe it does bog down the tiniest bit when I'm editing 4K, but most of the time when I'm traveling, I am shooting at 1080p just because the internet connections when you're traveling are not the greatest. So much lighter too when this guy slides into your pack and you've got to haul this thing around the entire day. And PS, if you just ended up grabbing your very own MacBook, you want to protect it a bit from all those scratches, make sure you pick up a D-brand skin. I know they just dropped a ton of new colors. I, of course, have mine in my signature, the carbon black with, of course, the hint of orange, just to make it me. Smartphones, I know this is pretty subjective and I usually swap between both. I usually have an iPhone on me at all times, and my Android phone of choice lately has been the Galaxy S9 Plus, and that's just because the Galaxy Note 9 is dropping very soon in New York, so expect comparisons. The larger accessories in that 3rd compartment of my pack, I've been rocking a JBL speaker. It's honestly the perfect size for that pack. It isn't too big, it isn't too bulky, but yet is large enough to have a nice kick of sound. Obviously way better sounding speakers than what you'll see over on your smartphone. This guy's quite cheap too. I will leave, of course, everything linked down below, and maybe my favorite tech accessory that everyone knows, the tried and trusted Manfrotto mini tripod. Accessories that I have to bring with me all the time. The first is a Samsung SSD, and that's because I did cheap out. I only got the 512 gig SSD over my MacBook. I think it's ridiculous to pay for more just because it is so much money. Save yourself, get an SSD that you can run via USB-C. You get double the amount of storage for maybe $150, whereas Apple will charge $300, $400, $1,000 for extra storage. To get all the footage from my cameras to say my MacBook or even a USB-C device like my Galaxy S9 Plus, I have this little Say Techie dongle. Of course, USB-C, SD cards, USB, all the necessary things that you need, and it slides in perfectly and matches in space gray. And last but not least, as I'm technically not traveling right now, I have just been rocking my AirPods. These things have been honestly great, and these ones are actually coated from Colorware once again. In that reoccurring theme of orange, you can probably get a ton of different other colors. I will leave, of course, their link down below, everything that you just saw in today's episode down below, and just make sure you leave a comment on your favorite item that you saw, and I will catch the rest of you in one of my next episodes or in one of my vlogs. That was super simple today. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Peace.